That's 2 years now? Brody's had part of his check deposited into a side account?
Yeah, that's his savings. He was using it when he and Jessica were looking to buy a house, and then when we were looking, he had already spent the money to pay some of his debt off.
No kidding. It's 45 grand that's been withdrawn from this account.
Oh my God, what is that about?
Oh, hey, Brody grew up in Michigan, right? He grew up in Niles, Michigan.
Yeah.
His family still has a house there.
Yeah, I remember that.
This municipal document says that Brody's sister Nadine is still listed as the owner.
You're kidding. That house went into foreclosure. And, I mean, how could Nadine own a house? She's still in prison.
Nadine, what are you doing here?
Me? What are you doing here? I thought some jerk had broken in. Oh, my God. Is this your son, Liam? He's so beautiful. Hi.
Thank you.
Oh, why'd you bring him here? Okay.
Never mind us. Aren't you supposed to be in prison?
You let me out early. Good behavior.
Why didn't you tell me?
It just happened. And after everything that went down between us, I wasn't sure you wanted to have anything to do with me.
We're still family.
You know, I gotta say, I was surprised to find out you paid off the house. Thanks for doing that.
It's our home, right?
You know, I thought I could live here now, make a new start. But instead, you're here. Is that why you paid off the mortgage, so you could move in with your wife and kid?
No, Nadine, listen, I'm not gonna...
Look, you know, I should have seen this coming. All you ever wanted was a family of your own, at least one that wasn't as dysfunctional as ours. I guess you thought you could give this place some new memories.
Nadine...
You know, wait a minute. Got a letter from you a couple weeks ago. Said you were getting married. Wasn't that just like yesterday?
Yeah. The wedding was yesterday.
So, where's the bride? Why are you traveling without Liam's mother?
Excuse me, did you just say that you thought I was your mother?
You're Alexandra Wentworth, aren't you?
Oh, Alexandra Wentworth is George Stephanopoulos' wife, and I'm Alexandra Olenoff.
You were married to William James Wentworth, Jr., a.k.a. Billy Joe Wentworth, a.k.a. Dad. I'm Cutter Wentworth, your son.
Oh, that's ridiculous. As if I'm old enough to have a son your age, hot stuff. You must have me confused with someone else.
Cutter, maybe you've made a mistake.
No. No, I may have been a kid the last time I saw you, but I remember. You abandoned me and my sister. You remember Aubrey, don't you?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, do you at least remember my father? You made off with all his cash, not to mention his sweet little red convertible, drove off into the sunset.
Excuse me, if you have a panic button on this desk, you need to push it right now. We have a very unstable young man out here.
I don't think you're crazy, Rex.
Well, you're the only one.
Maybe a little troubled. And provoked by Cutter. Listen, I don't know what his game plan is, but it's a long con that somehow involves this ringer for Gigi. And if you don't get to the bottom of it, you're never going to find any peace. That, I don't think, is crazy.
Well, I'm not sure you'll still feel that way after I tell you what I saw at the airport. Besides Gigi.
What? What did you see?
Okay. The only reason that I went back to the gate, the only reason that I saw Gigi board a plane for Rio in the first place was because when I was leaving the airport, I looked up at the arrival and departures board. But instead of seeing flight numbers, I saw the words, "Don't give up."
Don't give up.
Ever since I started seeing Gigi, I've been seeing those words. It's a message that I got from a psychic. It was written on a check at the Buenos Dias, which was given to me by a waitress that I thought was Gigi, and now this.
On the arrivals and departures board.
Yes, clear as day. So I didn't give up. I went back to the gate, and there she was, Gigi. And it wasn't a look-alike, it was her.
Wow, that is something.
So you still think I'm not crazy?
Rex, I know you're not crazy. Bocha este enamorado. You're in love.
You sure you're happy for me?
I think it's great that Blair chose you.
But
I know that Todd still has a thing for Blair. And when she tells him that she chose you over him, Todd is going to be upset and jealous. And with Todd, it's never a good thing.
So you see, you won't go down for your brother's murder, nor will you lose the woman you love. It's just as soon as Delgato is contained.
And how are you going to lure Delgato here? It's not like he's going to come running when you call him.
Of course he won't. That's why I've arranged for one of Delgato's closest allies to bring him to us. One Monsieur Calmar.
Monsieur Carmin? Pourquoi aurait-il allé de pair avec cela?
Why would he go along with that?
As you can see, Monsieur Calmar doesn't have a choice.
Did Todd tell you he has feelings for Blair?
Of course not. But when I spoke to him the other day, he went on and on about how you'd been giving him the third degree about Victor's murder. He thinks that you're trying to get him out of the way because you think he's a threat to you and Blair.
Oh, the ego on this man.
That's what he said?
Look, when I asked him if he had any feelings for Blair, he denied having any, which tells me that he wants her back. Poor guy hasn't gotten over it yet.
I wouldn't feel too sorry for Todd if I were you.
What's that supposed to mean?